Ladies and gentlemen,
Jay Lee takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 24, Jay Lee.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Joel Alvarado. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb. But, hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed. And now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
It's becoming more.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, he didn't even break a sweat in this one. 3 pitches, he gets the out and heads to the clubhouse to celebrate. Can't do much better than that.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. Mississippi led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Kyle Muller earns win number 4 on the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Braves, 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Blue Wahoos, 2 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Your attention,
Jay
please.
Lee comes out of the
Now
bullpen to
pitching for
shut things
Mississippi,
down here in the 9th.
Number 24, Jay Lee.
Stepping in, Akil Baddoo.
Leading up for the Blue Wahoo, the center fielder, Akil.
First pitch on its way. Back up the middle. And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
At the plate, Joel Alvarado, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Behind 0-2 now. Baddoo aboard here at first with nobody out. And another foul ball. Lee, originally from the Sooner State of Oklahoma, has been enjoying a great season, and fans have noticed he's currently leading all closers in all-star votes.
Hey, let's give a round of applause to the fans for voting this guy first at his position right now. He is not what comes to mind when you think all-star, but you know what? Check the numbers right now in the first half. He has been a dominant player. This is well-deserved.
So we got him looking there. Joel Alvarado takes the hat trick with his 3rd strikeout of the night. He's set and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Called strike, 0-2.
Hey, come on now.
0-2 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Stepping in now, Ben Rortvedt. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 delivery. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Reined in. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Mississippi Braves jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Philip Pfeiffer wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Jay Lee earns the save out of the bullpen, his 2nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Braves, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Blue Wahoos, 2 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 3 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely. Your attention,
Jay
please.
Lee takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
24, Jay Lee.
Bottom of the inning now. Striding in once again,
And
Gally
leading
Cribbs.
off,
An
General,
error allowed him to reach base in his
fielder,
last appearance.
Gally Cribbs
Outfield
Jr.
comes way in here. The first pitch. Lifted in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Standing in, Drew Ellis. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
First baseman, Drew.
Popped him up.
Ellis.
Alonso in foul ground. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Wyatt Matheson. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
No runner, and if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
In now, Andy Young. And it's fouled away. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
Hey, 2 away.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Let's go.
0-2 count. You could do just about.
And a swing and a miss, as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
5-2 the final score tonight. Mississippi earned the win, although in sloppy fashion with 4 errors in the field. Elian Leyva gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Jay Lee closes the door for the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Braves. 5 runs on 9 hits. 4 errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Generals, 2 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely. Your attention,
Jay
please.
Lee comes out of the
Now
bullpen to
pitching for
shut things
Mississippi,
down here in the ninth.
Number 24, Jay Lee.
Striding in to start the ninth, number 12,
leading off,
and they'll need him to get something going
The
here.
second baseman, number 12.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, we got no outs.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Drew Ellis. No balls and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled away.
Yeah, we got 1 here.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
The batter, number 3.
So digging in now, Camden Duzenak, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Hey, come on,
Man,
guys.
that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Braves rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Peter Schern wins his 3rd of the season. Jay Lee strikes out the side to record the save, his 4th of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Braves, 5 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. For the Generals, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
A player new to his Double-A squad gets a tip from one of his coaches.
Your attention,
Jay
please.
Lee takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 24, Jay Lee.
Stepping up now, Anthony Greer. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Anthony Greer.
Hey, come on now.
First offering on its way. And that's dead center for strike one. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose.
Going out now.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
To the plate now, Lucas Herbert. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Forkball right by him, 0-2 now.
Okay, all right, here we go now.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Dalton Pompey will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 58, Dalton Pompey.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Lee is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The Mississippi Braves jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Kyle Muller earns his 5th winner of the year. Jay Lee hammers down the save, his 5th of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Braves, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Generals, 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely. Your attention,
Jay
please.
Lee comes out of the
Now
bullpen to
pitching for
shut things
Mississippi,
down here in the 9th.
Number 24, Jay Lee.
Lucas Herbert will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Lucas Herbert.
get ahead, stay ahead right here.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Slow little grounder left side. And there's one gone to start the bottom of the ninth. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Peter Van Gansen. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Van Gansen.
Come on, get ahead, stay ahead.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Unruh has a play.
That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I got
Makes
it.
the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping in, Gally Cribbs. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Gally Cribbs Jr.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is pulled into right. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4 the final tally. Mississippi led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Bryce Wilson takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Jay Lee wraps it up for the save, his 6th. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Braves. 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base. For the Generals, 4 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
After a brief trial move, this prospect is being returned to his original role. For now, anyways.
The stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Pensacola Blue Wahoos and the Mississippi Braves. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Jay Lee is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Into the box now, Joe Cronin. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Cronin.
Here's the first pitch to him. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. Slider strike 3 called as the leadoff man is set down looking to open up the ball game.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Standing in now, Wander Javier. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. No home runs as of yet, and 8 runs batted in.
Hey, we got 1.
The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, need a strikeout right here.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1 and 2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Into the box, Alexi Castillo. Lays off 1-0. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Rijo is calling for it, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Digging in the switch hitter, Joel Alvarado. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Alvarado.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Lee isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Michelle is there, and he has it for the out. Now to the plate, Xander Wheel. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one.
Xander.
1 out.
Ready with
1.
the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted in the air to center. And 2 quick outs here in the second. Into the box, Lamont Wade. First shot for him here. 2 hits and 5 trips a night ago. The pitch.
Wade Jr.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Come on, guys.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. So striding forward now, Trey Cabbage, 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Cabbage.
No balls and a strike to count.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
A windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Striding into the box, Jose Miranda, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First offering on its way. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Striding in, Caleb Hamilton. His guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Caleb Hamilton.
Here's the first pitch to him. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
Come on now. Here we go.
Ready on 1 and 2. To short, hit hard. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0.
Let's play ball. Out. That's ball 4. Out. Here we go,
Digging
guys.
in for his second at-bat, Joe Cronin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike.
1 strike.
Inner third let go. It's a called strike. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Bounce towards the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Standing in, Wander Javier. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Martinez calls for it. Two gone. Now at the plate, Alexi Castillo. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Alexi Castillo.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Mississippi leads it 1-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Joel Alvarado. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Another 0-2 home. Struck him out.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Stepping in now, Xander Wheel. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
You got it. I got it.
Waters calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Lamont Wade looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Solarte fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 15 straight he's retired to start the ball game. Last half of the 5th coming up. Mississippi's out in front, 11-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started. So stepping in, Trey Cabbage. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
0-1 the count. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Here's another 0-2. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
So now to the plate, Jose Miranda, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Here we go, guys.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Fouled off. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Now batting.
At the plate, Caleb Hamilton. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Behind 0-2 now. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, let's roll 2.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Now batting.
In now, Wander Javier. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Mississippi leads it 13-1.
Play ball. 3. Out. Ball 4. Take your base. Out. That's ball 4. 3. Out. You're out. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. He's out. 3. Out. Ball 4. Take your base. That's ball 4. Out. Out. He's out. You're out.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
15-1 is the final. Mississippi get their division-leading 30th win of the year. Jay Lee earns his 5th winner of the year, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Lewis Thorpe was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
A fast-developing young player has gotten the attention of the higher-ups in management. Prospects may not realize how closely they are being watched, and by other organizations as well as their own.